No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in it. The illest that did it. Get the cream, look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. I'm it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Niners are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Rams, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, I'm not sure it'll solve the California drought problems, but it's coming down in buckets right now as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
A swing pass caught and out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Carr. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
McCaffrey, he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Off play action. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From his end zone, Newton on 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're fighting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
And he's got some space here.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr throwing on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. On play action. Now Carr. And that's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will go for it. Now Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Newton now to throw. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Newton to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second down. Here's Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that they're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there on the pickup. And the 49ers are going to get a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Newton now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to the booth right after this. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Carr now on 1st down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Carter. Pass the, there he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bailey now to kick this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr going to Rawls on the dump off. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now Carr again. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff looking right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now they try the right side here. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the deep.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Carr to throw again. A quick hitter complete. It's Carter. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Fighting through. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll be first down 49ers. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To throw is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Carr going to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On play action, it's Carr. And he's got his man Hilton. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Los Angeles, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.